In this short video, I will show you how easy it is to associate a business service to a CI in ServiceNow. For example, if I want to go into a particular business service, let's go over here and take a look at one. A business service happens to be a configuration item. So just as though you can create links between other types of CIs, I can come in here to SAP Financial Accounting, and there's really two ways to do this. The first way I'll show you is visual. So if I take a look at the default view for this particular CI as opposed to the service portfolio view, I will have the ability to simply click on a little plus button and create a relationship manually. So you can see the hierarchy of everything that it depends on. For example, down here, I can simply click on this little button and it will present me with a list of different types of relationships that I'm allowed to create to business services, because you can filter these and only use the appropriate types of relationships here. And you can also see default filters down here that it's allowing you to create the right relationships to the right types of servers or computers. And I can change these filters, for example, and then go ahead and make sure that I'm getting the right equipment here, for example. So let's go ahead and run our list, and let's say I want to go ahead and make a relationship here to this server. I can move it over here. The relationship happens to be depends on. I could have used one of these other relationships as well, and these are all configurable. Then I can apply that and I'll say OK. Now, not only is that new server going to show up here within this list, but you can visualize it in the business service map. Okay. So now when I'm looking at SAP Financial Accounting, for example, I can see that that server is going to be on my map. All right, and I can filter so that I can find that server more quickly, for example. So I can come over here and I can say only show me certain types of things, or don't show me certain types of servers as well. Okay, and you can see how they are rapidly going away. In this way, you can more quickly find the server that we added here. Okay, you can also change the way that these are laid out. So if this particular view is not what you're looking for, okay, here's where that server, I think we created it. Oh, here it is, I'm sorry. And that server already had a relationship over to this one as well. If hierarchical is not the way that you want to say, look at this, you can also have other ways of visualizing this data very quickly. And of course, I can see tasks and outages against these different CIs based on colors or based on these little numbers that show up on them, for example. So if there's a task, an audit, an incident, a problem, a change, anything like that, I can see that here. The other way to create relationships is simply by dragging and dropping. So for example, if I said there's a relationship between these two, I can take the green plus, move it over to the other CI. It'll present me with the right types of relationships, and I can go ahead and say this one is hosted on the other one, and say OK, and now that relationship is created between these two. And if we even drill into one of these, we can also take a look at it from that perspective in the hierarchical list that appears down below. Okay, so now I can see that we created a relationship between this virtual server here and the one that we said the Linux server that we're looking at here. Thank you.